Hey, what's up guys, DP here from Team Triple Drive, and today I'm coming to you with what sadly I want to say now is the last iteration of my Blue Wave deck, because I'm going to be getting rid of this deck, trading it off to get a different deck. Because this deck, while it's very good and very strong when it goes off, in the current meta, there are decks that do the similar thing, not the same, not they don't get to the same point in the same way, but they do a similar result easier and they get hurt less by other decks. But this is a deck that I kind of finished, the build that I finished with when I'm now going to be trading this deck off, and I just wanted to deck profile it, you know, before I get rid of it forever and you'll never see the deck profile again. So, I'll start off with grade 3s. We play 4 Vanguard, play 4 Tetra Drive. I like the 4 Tetra Drive for Vanguard because the grade 3s, you need the grade 3, you know, to be able to stride, which is important in this deck. Surprise, surprise. Vanguard is amazing. Its Genbreak 2 ability is like a mini Lambros. Its on stride ability when Tetra-boil strides on top of it is like a mini Lambros. Then play 4 Thavas. This Vanguard is the only thing you need on the field, well, on the front row I guess, when you stride with Tetra-boil, because this can restand Tetra-boil on its own thanks to his ability and Vanguard's ability. So he works very well in this deck. Next, we play 4 Tile Assaults. This is so self-explanatory. This is early game rush, late game restandings for more pokes. So very good card. Sorry if I'm rushing a bit through the deck. I just have a lot of videos in the camera and I cannot find a wire to actually put them on my computer at the moment. And I'm sending the deck off tomorrow, so yeah. Then 2 High Tide Snipers. High Tide is great on attack if it's the Battle Genbreak 1, Soul Blast 1, and game plus 10k. Just ridiculous. Very strong card. I don't use it too often, but when I do, it kind of matters. But often I would rather have like a Thavas or a Tidal Assault on the other rearguard circle. To finish off with grade 2s, I play 1 Saberflow Sailor. This kind of gets you the other combo pieces that you need in the deck. Her ability on your first stride can be triggered, especially if you hit with Tile Ball, if you stride Tile Ball first. You can retire her, draw 2 cards. Very strong card. Next I play 4 Perfect Guards. I only have 2 G-Flips and never ended up getting 2 more in, but I would play 4 G-Flips because this deck does play a lot of Counterblast cost in cards, so you know, Tetra-boil, Thavas, starting Vanguard, they all cause counterblasts, so slowly but surely you use up quite a few of them. Next we play 4 Dispatch Mission Seagull Soldier. This is actually the grade 1 slot is the thing that changed the most, probably, I think, from the previous deck profile. This card is amazing. This card can bounce back to your hand when boosts of 4th attack and Genbreak 1. But his other ability is non-Genbreak. When it's called, Soul Blast 1 gives something plus 3k. This is so good because you can reuse it multiple times with just one of them in hand, which means you can bump up your Tile Assaults for them to be able to hit the Vanguard during your stride turns. And then also, if you're not playing against Shadows, just return the soul to your hand, get a bigger hand. Get it so that your opponent cannot kill your boosters, you know, next turn. Give them less targets if they're playing like a control deck, or retire / rewind / stun based deck. You know what I mean, like non-link Joker, basically non-chaos. Then we play 3 Stride Enablers. Stride is very important in this deck. That's why I play 3. 3 is so good in this deck, because it's kind of the sweet spot, really. 3 Stride Enablers in general is just, I find, to be the sweet spot for any deck. So, I don't know. Really good card. Then play 3 Stacia. Stacia is ridiculous in this deck. I didn't play her, I believe, in my previous build. But her with Thavas, when you attack and then restand both of them with Anger Ball, this just allows you to get extra pokes. This is so good. Plus, she makes it easier for you to enable a 4th battle with Lambros, so you don't have to make awkward plays again. So she is great. Definitely would play her at 3 still. After a lot of testing, it is probably best to play her at least at 3. I wouldn't say 2. 2's I feel like you wouldn't see her enough. 4 maybe too many. Although you could try taking out Star Enabler. But I definitely keep the 4 Seagull Soldier. That's way too good. For Grey Zeros, we play the Sign Vanguard, the Blue Wave. It's honestly, I don't see why people don't play it, because even if it does get retired, it's just, it puts its value there, so your opponent already tried to go out of their way to get rid of it. Or not, occasionally they don't, but you know, it's so good. If it doesn't get retired, you can get so much value with Tetra-boil, and it doesn't just allow you to draw, it allows you to gain the crit. That crit is just insane. A lot of people forget about the fact that it gives a crit. Then we play for triggers, for heals, for regular draws. Now, this is actually something that I wasn't even planning on changing, because I found that regular draws, I often put the draw trigger behind Tile Assault early game for the rush. So if I have like 2 Tile Assaults and I plop 2 draw triggers down to make those huge rushes, if it was the effect draw, it would not be enough to make up for Tile Assault's lost power. So this is important, that this is not the effect draw. And I guess people will argue, well, where are you going to get all the soul for all those dispatch mission Seagull Soldiers and those high-tide snipers? High-tide snipers, as I said, you don't use often. It's kind of like, it's there if you need it. Seagull Soldiers, again, you use it while you can. When you can't use its plus 3k ability anymore, you either won or you don't really need it at that point, because next turn you're going to win anyway. Then we play 4 Blue Wave crits, because this card is insane. You can draw like a whole deck thanks to him. And then 4 more crits. Yeah, okay, onto the Stride Zone. We play first 1 Tidal Ball and 1 Blizzard. Honestly, if you can play 2 Commander Thavases, I did have them, although I traded them away quite earlier on, because I don't know, I was feeling iffy about them, and I kind of already knew I was going to get rid of the deck, so while I could get important pieces in from my other deck, I decided to. But if you don't want to dish out 60 quid for 2 cards, play these. These are really good, because this on attack, kind of +1, turn something face, well, it'll be turn Talbot face up. Enables you Gem Break 2. That's the important bit about Blizzard. Then, Talbot. Talbot, if you're not struggling with strides or anything, this is probably the preferred unit to go into, because it applies a pressure of your opponent want to drop a PG. And if they don't drop a PG, well, that's great. That's really good. If you hit, you get to draw a card again, and then you can call something onto the rearguard circle. If you have Sableflow Sailor and you have an open rearguard circle, call that, and you draw 2 more as well. You cycle into your combo pieces a lot quicker that way. Then we play 2 Lambros. Lambros is amazing. I absolutely adore this card. He's just so good. The only thing I found with this deck is it makes awkward plays to use Lambros, and it's not as efficient in using Lambros as Thavas is, which is kind of understandable. But it is still very, very good in this deck as a finisher. In fact, a friend of mine argues that it's a better finisher than the Tetra-boil. But I still really like the restands with Tetra-boil, so I play 4 Tetra-boils. Yeah, I mean, I really like the restand. I like restand and Vanguards, that's why I play 4 of them. Although I can kind of see how Lambros is a stronger finisher. At the same time, I think it also takes a little more setup in this deck than a Tetra-boil. because Tetra-boil you literally need 2 cards. Well, you need to him, Anger Ball as the heart, and Thavas, and then you can get the restand off, while Lambros you need to work a bit more for it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. This is probably going to be the last time I profile my blue waves. I might profile my friends if they, you know, build it, or I already have a friend that has blue wave, blue storm mix. So yeah, but I'm going to probably end up building Thavas because I really like Thavas. And yeah, apart from this, I will see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Bye.